welcome to the Unposted Thoughts Podcast. This is going to be our first episode that will be airing. My name's Adrian. It's my co-host,
Johnny.
This podcast is going to be not really centered around anything. We don't have a niche. We're just going to kind of keep it broad, talking to the mic, and see where it takes us. We are from Houston. This is essentially a hobby for us. Johnny is full-time at his company. I am full-time in the healthcare field as well, so we're kind of just doing it every other day.
Whenever we have time.
But like I said, we'll be talking about entertainment, pop culture, personal grievances, personal achievements, work, of course. We won't talk about the companies we work for, but
just abroad.
We'll keep it very, very broad. We could talk about previous companies we worked at. The wink.
No wink.
Anyway, we'll talk about, like I said, entertainment, gaming. We're kind of, I don't want to say I'm a big gamer here. I know Johnny is, but I play every now and then.
Every now and then. Well, speaking about games, did you hear? I'm pretty sure you've seen on X or YouTube or whatever social media.
We're calling it X now. It's
not
X.
Twitter. Well, I know a lot of people know it still by Twitter, and but we gotta change it up now.
Get with the times.
Yeah, it's relabeled now. But that Disney bought equity for, in Epic Games.
In Epic Games, yeah. I did see that. Do you know how much equity, or do you know?
I'm not sure exactly, but one thing's for sure is it's a big surprise move by Disney.
Yeah, I feel like Disney is getting their hands into every...
Like they always
been. Every avenue,
yeah.
Like I was in Target today, and all the clothing is Disney, yep.
Every time they release a new movie, they I'm pretty sure their merchandise is huge, from anything from shirts to cups or even stickers. Well,
I'm all on board with it. Hopefully I see Fortnite get better. What do you think?
Well, one thing's for sure is that the infinite character spectrum is gonna get everywhere. It's gonna get even wider now, with probably like Snow White or even Tangled. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get included.
Oh my god!
It's gonna be crazy, or maybe it's just gonna be subtle. They're just trying to make it subtle. But hopefully they do add some interesting characters. I know they have so many movies and so many.
Playing Disney with Cinderella
and with a weapon.
The dwarfs.
Yeah. But I don't think I've seen anything
emerge like
that. I know Fortnite's known for having wacky characters like.
Well, they always surprise you too. Fortnite's one of those that the season's cool, chill, and then without even prepping you for the next season, they're like, we're partnering with The Matrix or John Wick or all these crazy collabs. I love Fortnite. Hopefully the Disney merge doesn't ruin it for me.
Yeah, it's very diluted with so many characters.
That's what I'm scared of.
Yeah, well.
So hopefully, and also the gameplay. The gameplay has of course improved. That last season, that OG season, I wasn't really a fan of that.
I understand why they did it, because
it's
so many people
nostalgic, but for me it was we've improved so much. Why are we going back?
It's probably just to get a whiff, just one season, or maybe of just that original where a lot of people came from, where a lot of people started playing at. You have important people playing since the OG time, and you got a bunch of new players,
new streamers,
getting a sense of that before time, before all these new characters.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. So I guess we'll see what that Disney drop is like.
most likely. I'm pretty sure they're gonna start segueing pretty soon.
Yeah.
They do tend to surprise us with new characters very quickly, very swiftly. Like
what other games are you on right now?
Well, I'm kind of like I have a broad spectrum I'm on the Switch system. I know a lot of people are in the other
Iffy about
system.
the Switch.
Honestly, I've had it for I think 2 years, going to 2 years, and it hasn't
failed you?
Hasn't failed me yet.
No,
I know
the Switch is good. I mean, I like to play. Well, you know the games I like. I like very like graphic intense, like
yes, very
Grand
realistic.
Theft Auto, Red Dead. Red Dead is a big one for me. So I'm an Xbox guy. Before that, I was all about PlayStation.
We did make the switch. Forgot when, but we did make the switch to Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you said you wanted to kind of get a new console. You're unsure what you want.
I'm very unsure because these consoles offer so much, and I kind of get while comparing the two consoles, it's kind of fuzzy for me.
It sways you back and forth.
Especially with the new metaverse, with the VR, virtual reality. Yeah. It's very, very like.
I've never really tried the VR stuff.
Me neither.
I tried when the whole metaverse thing came out, the sandbox thing, like, you know, what's that called? It's Sandbox.
Yeah, it's Sandbox. I haven't really delved into that metaverse. The closest I've got.
I tried it, but I mean, it's not something that drew me in, honestly. It's not for everyone, I'll say that.
It's not for everybody, but one thing I will say is it is drawing my attention, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely interesting to see, you know, where these
where they're gonna lead.
Game developers are kind of headed, like Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be like out of this world.
Too bad they're gonna release it not this year but next year. They're
I mean,
really
time flies though, so that's what I'll be waiting for. Yeah. Hopefully my Xbox can handle it.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna need the next generation after the Series X. And you know, because GTA 5 has so much content, it just baffles me what more they can offer.
Where they've taken it?
Yeah, where else, you know?
Yeah. Me and Johnny were just playing, just like for nostalgia, the Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City the other day, and you see like how far the game has come.
Yes, a very big improvement between.
But even back then, like think about it, 2003, 2004, like, and these games were
so like groundbreaking for their time.
Even now, it's surprising.
Yeah, even now, and I got the trilogy for my Switch, and of course, you know, with an outdated game, it's perfect for my Nintendo Switch, and you know, I got it just because of that, just that nostalgia, because it's nothing really changed other than like probably a good polish over the graphics.
Yeah, they just kind of refined it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, moving on from gaming, we are from Houston. My friend's literally sending me Prize Picks. Do you know what Prize Picks is?
No, I do not.
So it's like where you bet on, you know, games that are happening.
Oh, like football and baseball stuff?
Like baseball, football, the NFL, NBA. Like you just kind of bet.
Bet on the team or on a player?
The team or the player, and then. But anyway, he's been sending me like for the past 2 weeks what
to bet on.
He's like, this is what I picked. This is what I picked.
Oh,
what did you pick? And
yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'm not really into that. Like,
well, I heard people make good amount.
Yeah, he said he's
on the right person.
Yeah, he said he's made thousands of dollars. I'm like, I don't watch sports enough to.
Me neither.
To really.
to really be.
To really know, or, you know. I mean, I guess a bet is a risk, right? But to really know who to bet on, I don't even know who's who, honestly.
Yeah, I can only grasp at the fact that these people, these people that do partake in betting on not only teams but players have to know their history. They have to
know who's who
does good in
what
each team and who to bet on. They have to know the game to be able to bet.
You gotta know the game to play the game.
Yeah, I can't just pick a random player on a team and just hope for the best. You know, you gotta know.
But yeah, as I was saying, me and Johnny are Houston based. We were born and raised here, and I mean, I love Houston. Do you feel like you love the city, or are you kind of like because we used to like every summer. Well, it stopped for me when I was like 14, 15 years old.
It stopped for me after like.
But every summer it was
a
thing for us to like spend 3 months in Mexico. Every single summer never failed.
Yeah.
Do you think you appreciate Mexico and the pueblo, or are you more like, I need the city, I need to be...
Honestly, with all those months spending down there, it's just so different than what I grew up here, and I ended up looking back and appreciating very much, because out there,
well, it's like a different life, you know?
It's a different life because, you know, that technology that's released here doesn't get down there until probably months later, and it's just we're out in this part of Mexico where
I remember when we used to go to Mexico, there was no cell phones.
Exactly, no, the reception.
And now it's like they probably have the newer phones than
like us
than we do, you know?
Yeah.
Like I've been on this 13 for like 3-4 years already.
I got
like whenever it came out.
I got a good year and a half or 2 out of mine right now. Still have it.
But yeah, compared to what it used to be, it's, you know, not what it was. I definitely appreciated it because I feel like it taught me a lot, you know, like the horseback riding.
Mm-hmm.
We had motorcycles over there, remember, like the 2-wheelers, the 4-wheelers.
Yeah, I do remember them vaguely. I do remember them.
So like I miss it, but hopefully, like I want to go back, you know. But I feel like
we gotta go back to our roots.
The times that I've gone, well, like I've gone to Mexico, obviously, like maybe like 5 times in the past 3 years, 4 years, but I'm not to the pueblo. It's
You've
always
been to the cities.
Well, it's like Cancun or Tulum,
the famous tourist spots,
like the beach, you know. And we go there because my wife, Ariani, she like loves Cancun.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But what I would hope now that we have our 3-month-old is like when she's old enough, I want her to see what I saw. You know, I want her to be able to experience the things that we experienced. And it's just kind of like sucky now because, you know, our parents are older, and now it's kind of like the traditions they instilled
it's passing down to us now.
It's like now we have to carry the torch, and like,
and you know,
hopefully be able to pass those down. But it's like,
well, it's because, you know, once you get back here, you're so
caught up in the city and like
the city life, you know, work, you know,
Exactly.
new technology or anything that can catch you up in just being in the city. You know, you don't really have time.
Whether
once
it's
you start
like
working,
watching your favorite show, you know, watching, you know, Netflix or whatever, streaming all day. And it's like when we would go to you know, Mexico, we would be
disconnected from all that.
Disconnected, like
everything. There
was no Wi-Fi in the house. There was no signal. No, like, to make a phone call, we had to go on top of the roof of the house. I don't know if you remember.
I do remember, yes.
And now it's like when you go, it's like, I mean, Verizon works over there, you know, they all work over there. So it's like,
I remember it, you know.
It's just different. But I get what you're saying. Like, you're saying when we are here, we're just so caught up in like,
we're caught up in work or whatever going on.
Honestly, it's just
online.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, like with these
but I mean that's good, you know, like I'm thankful to be able to work. I wish I had, you know, lengthy breaks, but I'm honestly thankful that I'm able to work in the field I work in. I work at a dental office, and that's, you know, all I've done since like 2017. So I'm like, you know, practice manager. I deal with people. It's good to get out.
Yeah, you talk to a lot of people.
Deal with. Really, like I've seen cases where it's like we're changing lives, you know.
Oh yeah. I can only imagine what serious work y'all
Yeah,
get into.
it's like good to be able to say like, hey, these are the people I'm working with, and like,
these are the things I've done.
Like amazing people, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in any field, I'm sure you get sucked into it.
Yeah, like me, I work for a document destruction company, and the reason I got so into it, I'm 3 years in this March marks my 3rd year, and I'm sucked into this job because we're not in one place like so many other jobs. We fan out to all these other wonderful places around Houston.
Yeah, I don't fan out anywhere. I just
stay in an office.
I mean, the office that I'm at now is beautiful. I don't know if you've seen it. No, it's by your house.
I'm yet to see it.
So it's super modern, but like, I don't leave the office all day. You know, I go to the building. I'm there from, whatever time to whatever time. You guys get to get on the road and like.
Oh yeah, like a few places we go is like, we go out east to Beaumont or north to Huntsville or.
Yeah, I remember when I worked at that company, like with Elmer.
Yeah.
It was, we went to Orange, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Have you gone lately or no?
I don't think so. I'm not really like, even though I do travel a lot.
I think it's like 2 hours out, but it was like a small town, like nothing is happening over there.
That might have been like just one project. We do
just like
one and done projects.
It was like a one-time deal. It was after a flood.
Oh, and yeah, all those documents are gonna get soaked, and I'm pretty sure that's the reason why they wanted y'all.
Had to sort through them.
Yeah, make sure.
And it was a mall that had shut down.
Oh wow, a mall?
Yeah, and I remember the store that we were at, getting all the documents for all the businesses in that mall. We accessed that building because the building was like literally falling apart through what's that? I don't know if you remember this store. This is old Palace Royal.
I think I might remember that store, but it's not really.
They used to be in all the malls. Now they're not. They shut down years ago.
Oh yeah, like as a company, like I remember, what was it? We shut down, not shut down, but we did another document destruction project for this store called Macy's that just closed down. I forgot where it was exactly, but it was just that Macy's and another store. I forgot what it was called, and then the rest of the mall was just closed off. And we did, as we were doing the project, we got glimpses into the mall, and it was just so empty. That's just malls in general.
Yeah, it's like you never really see that, you know.
Yeah, the only thing you can do is wonder of how much activity there was in the past. Yeah, it's just like something that if you give it a peace of mind, you just feel like, wow, like imagine so many people walking to and fro these hallways or these other businesses.
Now they're empty and like they're like boarded with wood and
or
that's exactly how that mall was.
Yeah, it's like I think malls are almost a fleeting thing. Like, of course, you have your modern malls around Houston.
Well, they say that like all these online shopping and online
and they're killing malls.
Amazon and shopping online. It's pretty much killing the
mall industry where they just group up a bunch of businesses and
the entire retail industry is having to like pivot to like be able to offer, hey, if you want it, same day pickup, come get it, and like before it wasn't that.
Even grocery stores.
Like with COVID, I'm probably gonna have to bleep that, but curbside, for example, like that was never a thing.
It's never until.
So it's like these huge pivots that now everyone is like
accommodated to that. And
now
we're not gonna go back.
Everyone lives by that. Yeah,
now. I like.
It's just convenience, honestly. Convenience.
It's very convenient, but me personally, if I have to go to a grocery store nearby where I live, I walk. If I'm just feeling a bit, of exercise, just walk down there.
You live in the perfect area, though.
Oh yes, yes.
Like, Memorial City is like its own city within, so it's like you have everything at hand's reach.
Of course,
it's like a 2-minute walk for you.
Yeah, that's why it's not. so crucial to drive. I know if some of you out there have your residence in maybe like a town where you have to drive 20-40 minutes to like a store, or even to just buy groceries. But for me, I live in an area where everything's convenient.
By. Yeah, everything's there. Like grocery store, HEB, even your ice cream shops, your Costco, everything is there.
Fast foods down the road.
My house, everything is close, but do I want to walk? No, because it's not like its own personal community. It's kind of like
a little spread out.
Everything, is 5 minutes away, but
walking is gonna
all
be
the traffic, all the main streets you gotta hit. Memorial City is just
right down the road.
Yeah, there's shortcuts. Like you can take the back road to Costco.
Yes, and that's why I walk, because it's so close that I feel like driving would just be so. Of course,
pointless.
Yeah.
Unless you're getting like a ton of crap.
Yeah, like if the distance is short enough, walking and driving kind of are one and the same. But
maybe episode 2 you could do a house tour, neighborhood tour.
Imagine.
But yeah, I mean, what else is new? And
well, I know they're building a lot of businesses out here. Of course, near my neighborhood, they're expanding those houses. They're making them bigger.
Gentrification.
Oh yeah, it's
just like
huge. No.
But yeah, this guy lives in like an amazing neighborhood. I work in that neighborhood, so I literally have to drive 35-40 minutes to get to this area.
Yeah, it's just and not only Houston, but Texas itself is getting a lot of influx of people. I heard, or I saw somewhere that in the past year, I think 2023,
everyone's moving here.
Oh yeah, we got like
all these people
880,000 people coming into Texas.
And you want to know something else that I learned about your zip code where you live? Mm-hmm. It's the richest zip code in Texas.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna go up from there. That's it's sky's the limit, as people say.
Yeah.
And it's just.
But I just learned that like last month because we were doing marketing for my company, and like we've gotta hone in on all these important factors of like the area we're in, who we're trying to target.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that the agency came back and said, hey, this is the richest zip code in Texas, take advantage of it. So they hooked us up with like all the magazines and everything, and they're like, you might want
to advertise your company.
You might want to be
magazines.
in touch. Yeah, you might want to be in touch with these people because these people are able to reach those people. Yeah,
that type of person.
Yeah, but I mean, what else is new and that you want to talk about?
Well, with the job that I'm in, since we're so spread out, I've grown a taste for like fast food. I've been to so many places, not because I want to, but because since we're on the road, you kind of have to. You can't really have home food.
You know what's crazy? My wife said today, how is it possible that you eat Whataburger almost every day?
Oh yeah, I had that week.
But like you wouldn't understand it if you're not a Texan or a Houstonian. Like,
oh yeah, I know.
Whataburger is the pinnacle of
being. If you're in Texas,
I don't even want to call it fast food because it's disrespectful to Whataburger. I just want to say
it's a good brand up there. It's a good
you're getting quality food.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't kind of like Chick-fil-A. I don't bundle it in there with fast food, even though it is. Whataburger is definitely fast food, but
definitely. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, they never let you down, is what I'm saying, and you wouldn't really understand it unless
you've been to one. Because I know it's a chain.
Unless you're Texan, or are they only in Texas?
I think they spread out to one more state, but I forgot. It's somewhere east.
Wasn't it like Montana or something? Or
maybe, but I don't know. I can't
Jersey?
Tell you for sure where it's a.
Jersey has like all the White Castles and.
Probably. I think I've only seen one White Castle here where.
I don't think there's any.
Are there?
I think that's only like a kind of like a Eastern thing, East Coast.
I know some food chains kind of either stick to their state or stick to one side of the U.S. Yeah. I know, like, In-N-Out is a Californian.
Yeah, West Coast.
A West Coast thing.
And they're slowly inching here. Towards. Yeah, so we have one, like, down the road.
Yeah, I heard.
But it's, I don't know, like, for me, it's like the line you have to sit in to get a burger is kind of like...
Well, some places,
I mean, I'm not going to say that they take that, like, they're quick, right? But it's like me, there's not, I mean, it's just a burger for me.
Well...
Like I would rather, I don't know, maybe it's just like a Texan thing. I would rather just go to Whataburger, get the customization, get, you know, bigger. Well, for the same amount of money. And like with what is it, In-N-Out? There's no customization. Like,
well,
every time I go, I'm like, can I add bacon? And they're like, we don't do that.
Oh wow, they don't. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, they don't do that. It's just the 4 things on the menu that they have.
Well, that's what makes it so like efficient. Because with fast food, in a broad spectrum, you gotta think of price, you gotta think of how quick they serve you, and you gotta think of what they have.
Sometimes you want a little more, you know. Sometimes you want like the salad with the mushrooms and this and that, and like, I feel like a lot of places are able to offer that. And I mean, In-N-Out's amazing, like taste wise, but there's nothing there that would make me say like, let me wait in this line, let me, you know.
Yeah, I've heard I've heard that people make lines even before they open at 10:30 because they only do lunch. Yeah. They don't do breakfast hours. But
well, I mean, a burger. Who's eating a burger for breakfast?
Well, that's why you got your biscuits for some of these other companies or some of these other fast food chains. I know. With some, they only open after 10:30, like Pizza Hut, In-N-Out, and Raising Cane's.
Wingstop opens at 11.
Yeah, a little later, but they do stay open till midnight, so it's kind of like evens itself out. It's just their time windows just shifted down towards more of the afternoon to the night hours. And then you got places that kind of cover a lot, like McDonald's, Wendy's. You know,
I'm more of a Wendy's kind of person.
Yeah, they do offer.
It's just the quality of meat.
The quality, yeah.
I mean, for fast food, it's good. Obviously, like my homemade burgers are.
Yeah. They're better because you can spend so much time in making. Yeah. You know. And
I'm sure you can attest to that, right?
Oh yeah, I tried it earlier. It was really good. With these fast food chains have to not only, you know, get creative with new items. Like I saw that Whataburger came out with their boneless wings. They only have a 9-piece and not too many flavors like your wing places like Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop. They don't have as many flavors.
So they're serving chicken nuggets pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. As you can argue with any boneless variant of wings. But I feel like they're just dipping their toe in what they could do, I guess. Or I'm pretty sure that's all they're gonna do. But I think that one menu item is good for Whataburger.
Yeah.
But a simplistic description of these boneless is just a smaller tender. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us Texans appreciate their tender box with the bread.
Speaking of Texas, did you hear about the whole Meg the Stallion and Nicki?
I didn't hear about that.
Beef.
What happened? I'm not really like too versed with these rappers of any kind. I just listen to music. Don't really.
You're not really on X.com.
No.
Surfing the web on what's going on.
Not
so
really.
I don't even have Twitter. I just heard about it because obviously Instagram.
Instagram. It spreads everywhere, even probably YouTube. Yeah.
Obviously Instagram's always like a day or two late. Yeah. On what's going. Sometimes a week late, kind of like Facebook.
Yeah. Well, Facebook will probably.
It's like weeks later.
Weeks later. It's a very outdated platform.
So there was a diss record from Meg to Nicki. Oh, wow. Well, apparently, I don't know. She didn't say any names. She just said.
Yeah, they kind of just broadened it enough.
She said something enough that struck a chord with
Nicki.
Nicki, and then I think I played the song for you.
Yeah, I think I've heard the song. Yeah.
I mean, you know I'm a Barb.
Yeah, you're more of a
I
Nicki
ride or
fan.
die for Nicki, right?
Yeah.
But like that song was not it.
You don't think so?
No, I know so.
That's
song
the one
was
rotten
just,
tooth in the mouth.
that was just terrible.
Terrible. Wow.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, out of all people, you know,
Yeah.
like I'm ride or die.
Yeah, he has.
I buy the singles, I buy the albums, I buy the different versions of each single to support. And I bought this song and I listened to it.
And just disappointment.
That's the word, disappointment.
So, if you were to rank Meg Thee Stallion's diss track
I didn't
Nicki's
even
diss track,
I didn't hear her song. That's how
Oh,
big
no?
of a Barb I am. Yeah, I don't listen to any of the other
other music.
rappers
Yeah.
in Nicki's caliber. So like
Yeah.
if you're a female rapper, I probably don't listen to you, but
Cause you're just zoned in into Nicki.
no, it's not even that. Like I am a Barb, and that's probably the right thing to do as like a Nicki fan, right?
You
like,
just stay in.
like just
in
not
there.
buy into the BS.
Yeah.
But I heard like the snippet, right? The like I didn't go and listen to the song, but I heard it on Instagram that she said something about Megan's Law, and obviously Nicki's husband is like a registered sex offender. I don't want to say the P word, but I mean he's not. He's just a registered sex offender for something that he did years ago. That
a lot of things can carry.
That honestly, it's so irrelevant now in 2024 and last year, but it seems to be the only thing that these people can latch on to kind of bring Nicki down. To kind of bring her down. You know, the only negative thing they can say is that, and
they just keep repeating it whenever they need to.
So she said something, obviously, that struck a chord in Nicki, but like, I can't explain the disappointment when I heard the song. It's like you're expecting this person that's... One, I think if you're at that level, don't respond.
Yeah, either...
If you are the end-all, be-all of your industry, and a peon is freaking inching at you and reaching at you, don't respond.
Well, I think it's just...
Maybe that's just my way of looking at it, right?
Yeah, but I feel like if you're in it, you're doing the albums, you're doing the new songs, I feel like someone kind of getting at you will have a lot of, not only Meg fans, but a lot of other people kind of looking at you to respond. So I'm pretty sure Nicki felt pressure. Yeah.
I think that's what it is. You hit the nail right on the head, because in hip hop, everyone is like, well, if you don't respond,
you kind of lost at that point if you don't respond at all.
But that response,
you think she could have made it way better?
I just think
or she
it was cute, right? But most of the things that she said in the song, she had already tweeted.
Yeah, so it's
the it's
words
kind of like
said.
you just threw that on a beat, and then the beat selection, I don't want to say more.
It's questionable.
It's just bad. I don't want to say more because I'm not a person that wants to like bash this woman, you know. I'm all for it. Like if like what you said, you know, if you don't respond, then you're a loser or this or that.
Or you basically just are defeated if you don't make any.
I see that, and maybe that's why there was a response. But for me, it's just as a hardcore fan
that response
shows up for everything,
just like
buys everything.
Yeah.
Well, not like the T-shirts and stuff and all that.
But just like albums.
Music-wise,
yeah. Yeah, music-wise.
I'm going to the concert in May.
Oh, wow. Really? Where's that?
Toyota Center here.
Yeah.
I think Toyota Center. Well, it's going to be here.
I know Toyota be hosting a lot of events.
I don't know if it's NRG or Toyota, but I'll be there. I don't know if you're not going to go, right?
Possibly not. I'm going to be honest. I might not attend this concert. But hopefully you have a upfront seat of Nicki.
I do have a good seat, but again, it's just like I'm that person that will show up and support.
But you're just honest. You won't.
Yeah, I'm just giving honest feedback, and that for me was a hard pass. Like you can't even listen to that song in the gym.
No.
It's that bad. The beat is old. But anyway, moving on. You can... Any new music you're on?
Not really. I kind of just attach myself to like a completely different genre of music. Rock, Metallica. You got.
Oh yeah.
I'm more. I know a lot of people.
Godsmack.
Godsmack. Yep. You gotta find.
Don't tell me you're on Nickelback.
I heard they were good. I just need to start listening to some of their releases.
What's an old band?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you think we can kind of touch on for first episode?
I think we've covered everything that's just on our minds for this episode. Hopefully, we not only hear stuff from the audience that they'd like to hear, but maybe we'll trip on a new topic for the next episode. Something real interesting.
Well, there's a lot of, I mean, like Johnny and I have been recording for some time. We just haven't obviously uploaded until now.
Yeah.
But definitely this venture that we're taking is kind of, I mean, we're family and we're close. Honestly, I would say even before the pod, we were super close.
Oh,
like,
very, very close.
To me, this guy is like my brother, right? Grew up with him, saw him as a baby. We're only, 3 years, 4 years?
Just 3 years apart.
3 years apart.
Yeah.
So this is obviously a hobby for us, but we're putting a lot of time, energy into this.
Of course. And, you know.
And definitely, like he said, if there's anything you guys want to hear from us, let us know. We're always open to recommendations, thoughts. Again, it's, unposted thoughts. So if you have a post, if you have a thought, that you wouldn't post on social media, maybe post it in the comments. And
hopefully we pick it up.
Yeah, we'll definitely respond. I'm going to be very active on our page. Again, like I said in the beginning, all our links will be below the video.
Correct.
And we kind of wanted to bundle audio and video just to kind of let you guys see who's speaking behind the mic, because
attach faces.
It's easy to just kind of get a mic and go on the air and, go on,
right.
But we kind of, and essentially that's what we're doing, right? We're just talking into microphones.
Yeah.
But we want you guys to see us, get to know us. You can always follow us. Of course, our information will be below. You can always follow us, kind of get to know us better in that aspect. Again, we're Houstonians. This is only episode 1. We have, I'd say, a few episodes recorded, kind of, that we'll be able to air. But anyway, our goal is essentially to put out a new episode each week. And with the paid content, which, is little to nothing to what we'll ask the subscribers.
Yeah.
Maybe $2, if that, a month. But with the paid content you'll essentially get behind the scenes of pretty much what it took to get up and running as a duo podcast group. As busy full-time people working in the private sector that, to do this, it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy.
No, of course. And coordination, we're two separate people.
Coordinations, yeah, we're two separate entities. So, like, this guy is, like he said, across Texas doing God knows what, unhauling God knows what. I'm, an hour away from my house working, and it's like, hey, we need to get together. And thankfully, we're able to.
Yeah. That's why you're seeing this.
But definitely stay tuned for the next one. There's a lot of things we're kind of discussing and just we're not even fully organized yet. It's just exactly, we're just speaking into microphones and seeing where this goes. But yeah, we don't want to take too much of your time. Definitely any feedback, like Johnny said, is good. Let us know what you guys think.
New topics.
We wish you guys well. May God bless you.
Of course.
And you will see us in
the next episode,
which will be up in a week,
hopefully,
or so. But yeah, we can coordinate another. I guess, like I said, we have some footage recorded. We just kind of have to see through it and see what we want our next episode to be on. But yeah, what do you think?
I think this will be the first episode into something that we can grow into something so big.
Yeah, hopefully. Obviously, we're episode 1. Hopefully, we'll see 1,000 episodes.
Hopefully, what, 10 years from now?
Not even. I mean, it all depends on how we can coordinate our time, honestly, because Johnny's busy. I'm super busy. I've got a newborn. I've got to hold down the fort. Johnny's got a lot going on. But we'll make it work. I mean, obviously, we won't have 1,000 episodes anytime soon, but
one episode at a time.
Yeah, one episode at a time. But you guys will see us again in the next episode. Definitely stay tuned.
Of course.